Hello! In the following video, I will introduce you to the progress that has been made since the alpha on RECOMPRESSOR. As a reminder, it is a split-screen style-based car game on PS4. Let's start in the menu with the implementation of graphic design in terms of states. The localization has been integrated in English and French, and the entire flow of the menu has been completed. We eased the flow by removing the car selection screen, and now the game launches as soon as a game mode has been selected. Upon entering the race, you can see the addition of sequencers. These are cinematics that are rendered in real time and provide us with a wide array of polish regarding animation, staging, VFX and SFX. Before the gold, we intend to polish these cinematics and add tutorial elements, for example player inputs and visual signs, so that they can act as an FTUE. A new, more refined version of the Carbox UI has been integrated to limit the friction and offer a better view of the car's model. Most of the information has been digitized. A new version of the car tuning, including substepping, allows for a more reliable simulation. It is planned for the goal to reflect these changes on the suspensions to limit the shock effects when the frame rate drops. The camera has been modified to improve the track's readability. The entire gameplay flow has been integrated. There is no maximum distance between the vehicles, at which they will be reset at the last checkpoint with bonus points in order to maintain a tight and engaging race. The flow has been punctuated by sequencers to make these transitions significant and unambiguous. The level design has been crumpled to offer more vistas and allow for a better anticipation. The roads have been widened, and the city section now offers sharper corners in order to change the race's ambience compared to the mountain section. Visually speaking, the map benefits from an early version of the graphic environment made with the tools that we will talk about later on. We now have a new version of the landscape, objects placed along the road, ambient lighting, as well as test buildings in the city. Regarding sound, the engine is now almost final, and the UI sounds within gameplay and the menus have been integrated. A new version of the music as well as transitions between the different musical sections have been added. The engine is now functional on PS4 and we have been able to issue a build. That being said, an issue related to the 4.25 version makes the build non-viable and a solution is in testing. The Houdini tool has been completed and allows us to shape the landscape according to a road spline. A spline spawner tool for spawning meshes along the road has been added. It allows us to spawn decals, actors, lights and meshes along the road to rapidly populate the track with assets that are meant to be repeated, and decals can also be used for different surfaces such as dirt and rubber that affect gameplay. A first version of the lighting is available and makes it possible to preview the intended ambience. Regarding the graphics, we added a procedural tool to spawn trees and generate buildings. First, geometry is procedurally generated in Houdini, then the spawn meshes are dressed with randomized windows depending on the world position composed from sample window units. Here are the concepts for the final assets we are aiming for regarding the gold milestone. We are now entering a polish phase for the graphics and the gameplay, and our objective is to ease the flow and the transitions, as well as adding a round system. As mentioned earlier, we will integrate some passive and active tutorial elements in the first sequencer to teach the game mechanics. Performance optimizations are planned for the PS4, and the addition of substepping on the suspension should solve the jump issues we are currently facing when driving. Signs and feedbacks will be clarified through a final pass in UI, FX and animation. A last phase of integration and polish will be dedicated to sound. Finally, we also plan improvement concerning the lighting as well as integrating and polishing all of the assets. Playtest will allow us to balance and fine-tune the scoring and the cars with the help of the quick and agile tools that took us a long time to develop. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you will have fun playing our beta build.